Hello, 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 and welcome to today's live stream. Actually, this is the second time I've been live today, but I wanted to share some reasons, really important reasons, as to why I think every business owner should have a mini digital product of some sort. I've got 10 reasons for you guys today. So I thought I'd run through them real quick. I got a lot of questions around this after doing the live stream the other day on, how you could create a digital product using Canva. So if you were on that show, then you'll get some value as to why why even bother with this today's live. So hey Abigail, good to see you. As you guys are coming in, just give me a shout out. Where in the world are you? I'm on East Coast time, so it's mid afternoon here, but I know everybody's coming from different places. So Monica, it's still morning for Monica. Hey, good afternoon, good morning to you. Again, as you guys are coming in, just like I say, just tell me where in the world are you? I always like to see where everybody's coming in from. Okay, so if you're brand new and have never been on one of my shows before, I'll introduce myself, and then I'd love if you would introduce yourself. My name is Kim Garst. I'm an online marketing strategist, and that's just a fancy way of saying that I love helping people grow their businesses, primarily through social media. I'm really passionate about really helping people increase their revenue, hence why we're talking about many digital products today. Southside Virginia. I'm originally from Virginia, Christine, over in the Roanoke area. Ghana, awesome. So it's 7 p.m. Abigail's time. That's amazing. And we have Alaska in the house. Let's see. Okay, but Monica's going back to Texas soon. So are you there on vacation? I'm just curious because there's so many people not able to travel right now or not traveling right now. But I've seen and had some friends who are definitely back to taking their vacations, which is kind of cool. Chicagoland. Well, stay safe up there. You see Chicago on the news a lot, sometimes not always painted in the best light sometimes. So stay safe up there. So just down the road in Tampa, and I'm currently building an ark. Yeah, right. I hear you, Laura. It is a little bit crazy here with all the rain. We've got Hillsboro, Kansas. Lyle, glad you're here. Let's see. We've got Monica. Again, she's a snowbird. Winter in Texas, AK in summer. There you go. That's cool. Okay, awesome. And Arlene from Destin, Florida. Well, I'm glad you guys are here. If you're new, just put hashtag new. Never been on one of my shows before, just put hashtag new. I'd love to send you a wave and meet you. We've got Laura from Italy. Excellent. Okay, so let's dig into today's content because I really want to plant the seed of why digital products are so impactful. They've always been impactful, but I think there's an even bigger opportunity right now. Whether it's you want to call it COVID times or whatever, I think things are shifting. Knowledge in particular is so value-based that outreach or whatever you want to call it right now, so many people are consuming content like at a rapid rate, and the dynamics of selling have also shifted right now, which I find fascinating. We talked about this on this morning show where you would think that people would be maybe stepping back and not spending as much money, but there's actually a lot of that dynamic is absolutely the opposite of that, where people are definitely spending money, more so online than anywhere else, which totally makes sense if you think about it, because people are not out and about as much. So there's a great opportunity, I think, right now to really show up with digital products. But that's really not my core reason why I think you need a digital product. Actually, I have 10 reasons why you need a digital product. So let me pull my screen up here for you. So like I say, the topic today is why every business owner should have a mini digital product. We're going to focus in on 10 reasons. But first I want to, for those of you who may not know what a digital product is, or potentially how it is delivered. It's basically any product that you can sell virtually and is delivered in a digital format. And I think that's the key to the difference between obviously a physical product and a digital product. A digital product can be delivered in a digital format, usually via a download option of some sort, or a link of some sort, or a PDF perhaps. A PDF obviously is a downloadable thing. So that's what a digital product is. And why does every one of us need one? One, they're way easier to create than a full-blown course. They are inexpensive to create, which is also seriously important when it comes to people that are just starting out. For example, they may not have a lot of revenue to invest in their business. And when it comes to, digital products, for the most part, like I say, they're very easy to create. Doesn't require a lot of tech skills. And then, of course, they're inexpensive to create as well. They're easy to deliver because all you really have to have is a download link, or a link that delivers their product. So you can use Amazon S3, you can put them on your website. They're a very easy to deliver product. So that's another reason I think it's super important for all of us as entrepreneurs to have one, because they're probably the easiest thing to sell, honestly. And best of all, your garage is not packed full of things, physical products that you have to ship off, right? So there's no inventory to manage. That's also super important in the context of not having a bunch of stuff laying around, and literally having a way to automate the delivery of things that you have published. So things that you have sold. So when it comes to the delivery mechanism, all that can be automated. Whereas when you have a physical product, that automation isn't just there. It's not, you have to, pick the product up. Well, one, you have to have the product, you have to pick it up, you have to put it in a box, you have to label it. There's a lot of things that go into it, versus a digital product is super easy. They buy it and you deliver it, and it's a download link. It's super easy. Okay, so I want to talk about this from the perspective of what I hear. I've traditionally heard a lot of experts say that you shouldn't start with a mini digital product, or maybe even shouldn't even have one, because it attracts the wrong customer if you want to sell higher ticket items. In other words, if you have something that's low cost, then people are just going to spend a little bit of money with you. I think that is so wrong. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that, because when it comes to that process, I really feel like that a mini digital product, if it's the right mini digital product, it can absolutely pre-qualify your customers. Meaning, if you have a customer that comes to you or comes through the door, and it's kind of like, well, let me give you an example. Let's say from a physical brick and mortar store, lots of times, people will just walk in and, they may buy, they may not. But they'll usually, if they're on a limited budget, they may ultimately end up buying a little something, right? And just see if they like the product or the service or the food. Maybe the food is a good way. A food analogy is a good one. But I think that from a digital perspective, the same thing can be said, and same thing is true, in that many digital products help you to pre-qualify your customers in a way that ultimately leads them through the journey of ultimately spending more money with you, if you are diligent about nurturing those people. Okay. And then a mini digital product also puts you on the road to bigger money if, again, you have other things in your stack, your process of selling people. Do you have just one thing, or do you have other things that have more, that are worth more, or you sell them for more money? Then a mini digital product gets people in the mindset of spending more money with you if what that original mini product is something that's super value based for them. If they spend a little bit of money with you and they're like, yes, this solves that small little problem I had, then what's the next thing that you can sell them that might be higher ticket price? So it's helped you pre-qualify them, And it also puts you on the road to bigger money as long as you have something else to sell them, right? Um, all right. So I will definitely come back and answer some of these questions. I see some good questions coming in. So bear with me. All right. Now, another reason that I think we all should have a mini digital product is it monetizes those that aren't ready for more expensive stuff. So going back to even the brick and mortar example where, sometimes people aren't ready. If you have something that's $500 or $1,000 or $2,000, maybe your person that walks in the door doesn't have $500 or, $1,000 or $2,000, but they're interested. They just don't have that kind of money. So it's a great way to sell them something, kind of get them in your, what's the word I'm looking for? Basically get them in the door, get them spending money with you, you nurture them, get them some results, and then they start to say, well, I'll build up to that. So it's a way to monetize people that aren't ready to spend the big bucks with you yet. The alternative is to not monetize those people at all. So if somebody comes to your website and they see something that's $2,000 and they're like, yeah, nah, can't do that. Sorry, I'm just not there yet. They're gone and you may never, ever see them again. But if you had something that solved a core problem for them and it was a low cost item, they would be more likely to absolutely say yes to that, even if they don't know you yet, even if they don't necessarily like you or trust you yet. They don't feel like they're risking a whole lot when you have a low ticket item. And so you have an opportunity to create a sale versus no sale. And I just think that any sale is a win. Many digital products get your person to spend their first dollar with you. From a marketing perspective and even from a sales perspective, getting people to spend their first dollar is the toughest part of our journey as a business owner, because again, it's the committing, opening that wallet and taking out their money or their credit card or whatever is just that. It's a commitment. And most people are more likely to spend a little bit of money with you than a whole lot of money with you, especially again, if they have no like and trust factor with you at that point. So that's what I would call cold traffic. If it's people who are total strangers, getting them to spend $1,000 or $2,000 with you is going to be like very difficult versus getting them to spend $7, $17, $27, $37. They're way more likely to spend a little bit of money with you than a whole lot of money if they don't have. So I think that it's a great way to get people to say yes to spending that first dollar with you. And if you really wow them with that, mini offer, they're going to be like, oh, wow, I can't believe that all I had to spend was this amount of money, this little bitty amount of money. So what else do they sell that I could, spend more money on? It's like, again, getting that opportunity or getting that person in a mindset of spend the first bit of money with me and then we can go from there, just from a relationship standpoint. So it's a great way to get people to spend that first dollar. Many digital products are also very scalable. It's, one of the things that has probably saved my business over the years. When one of my original businesses back in the day was trading time for money, services primarily. So if you're a service-based entrepreneur, you totally understand what I'm saying is you get to a place where, you can only do so much. You can't sell any more time. You don't, the only other way to really scale is to add people to your team. And that of course is, and there's nothing wrong with that model for sure, but a mini digital product or any digital product for that matter is totally scalable. You can, once you create it, you can sell it to as many people as you want. 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, 10,000 people. You can sell that one thing to as many people as you possibly can. You can't sell the same block of time to as many people as you possibly can, simply because you just can't do it. There's only so much time in the day. So it's a way for you to stop trading time for money and really future proof your business. So I'm really passionate about this particular one because when my mom was so sick, we lost her about 4 years ago. Oh golly, it's been almost 5. It's hard to believe. Time just flies by. But she had brain cancer, and during the time that she was sick, I really wanted to spend as much time as I could with her. And if I hadn't had my digital courses in place, then my business would have just gone under because I couldn't physically spend as much time as I normally would, creating influencer opportunities or, working with clients or, doing consulting. I couldn't do those things during that time. And my digital courses and products saved my business. So I'm super passionate about this, just this piece of it and this value-based part of a digital product, because it literally, I don't know what I would have done without it. And for those of you who are service-based entrepreneurs, this is a great opportunity to step away from it's not that you have to step away from your clients. I'm not saying that. It's another way to generate a revenue stream that is scalable, that allows you to create revenue in a way that doesn't tie you to the next client. And again, super passionate about that part. Another value add when it comes to mini digital products that I really want to key in on, because the really interesting part about digital products is they're selling very, very well right now on paid media, meaning Facebook ads or YouTube or Pinterest ads, for example. And by the way, there's so many people not using Pinterest ads right now that's a great opportunity, especially for digital products, because so many people are consuming content or looking for content and searching for content on Pinterest. But I'll just use Facebook as an example because I know Facebook ads are absolutely rocking for people who are selling digital products right now. And you can probably go through your feed right now and you will find a variety of different low-cost offers. That's what I call them, or mini offers. They're $27, $37, $47, that kind of thing. They're, again, low-cost offers. And the reason those are working right now is, one, because people are willing to spend a little bit of money. They're maybe not willing to spend thousands of dollars from a Facebook ad, but they are definitely willing to pay a little bit of money for a solution to a problem that they have. And that's why they're working so well right now. The value for the person who is selling those, let's talk about that really quick. The value for people who are selling these digital products is that it allows you to get a customer, and using Facebook ads or any paid media for that matter, and helps you augment or leverage your ad spend, meaning it helps you cover down on getting a new customer essentially for free. So, and then you can sell them other things now that they're on your list. The traditional model in the past has been, if you were going to use paid media and you had a sales funnel, you would lead with something free and then something low cost and then something higher ticket priced. Well, now basically that model is that you skip the free, you go right for the low cost, and then sell them into something higher ticket priced, whether you do it inside of a funnel or maybe later down the road. So it helps you to in the past, again, like that free model to low cost to higher ticket priced. Now with the fact that you don't necessarily have to start with something that's free, that gives you an opportunity to generate revenue to cover your ad spend. So that is, again, a huge value add for those who want to spend a little bit of money to create sales for their low cost or their mini digital offer. And if you have things already, other things that you can upsell into, then that's where your real profit starts to come into play, because you sell them something low cost and then you offer them something else that's higher ticket priced. And of course, your revenue is higher for that, right? So there's a huge opportunity to really leverage your ad spend or to cover down on your ad spend. Maybe that's a better way of saying it. And so I have been so passionate about this process. And when this whole, pandemic thing came along, I started a course called PDF to Profit, which really allows people to create and sell their first mini digital product in 7 days or less. So if you are interested in creating your first mini digital product, feel free to go check out the webpage. It's kimgarst.com/join PDF to Profit. Essentially, it is a series of workshops that is delivered live inside of a Facebook group. So it's a done with you kind of training versus you just getting a login and going and trying to figure it out. I don't know about you guys, but I've done this before where I've bought courses and I never really went through them. Feel free. There's no judgment here. I just admitted that I've done this too. But if that's you and you're like, I've done that. If you would be interested in working with me and with your fellow students to actually get a mini digital product out the door, then this might be for you. So you can check it out at kimgarst.com/join PDF to Profit. It's again, the focus is to get your mini product done in 7 days or less and at an anyone can afford price. So feel free to go check it out. If I've intrigued you with the concept of, hey, my business may need a mini digital product, then this might be a great opportunity for you guys to actually get it done. My focus really in this whole pandemic time has been to help my community. A lot of my community has service-based businesses, and their businesses went from having clients that were paying them each and every month to, oh my gosh, now I have no revenue coming in because the clients got nervous and pulled their contracts or whatever. So it's one of those things of how can I help people who have a knowledge base to take that knowledge base, package it in a way that their ideal person is ready and willing and feels like that's an irresistible offer, and they're going to spend a little bit of money with you to to see what it's all about, something that solves a problem. And now you have a revenue stream that you didn't have before. So that again is what I'm seriously passionate about. Is I love multiple revenue streams for any business, but this is another opportunity for you guys to really figure out what is my small mini digital offer that I could put together that people would throw their credit cards at you for. That's the goal of this course. So if you're interested, feel free to go check it out. It's kimgarst.com/join PDF to Profit. I want to make sure that I saw some questions come through. Anything that didn't get answered, I want to circle back to. So Monica is saying, yes, a $17 PDF guide. Again, go through your Facebook feed. Go take a look, guys. See what ads you see in your feed. I bet you anything you see a lot of low-cost offers out there right now. Here's a great question. Ross is saying, with a business such as an art gallery, what would you suggest as a digital product? Okay, great question, Ross. So like right now, let's just look at the time. Sometimes we have to look around at the opportunities that are like laying around. What are those opportunities? So, you have a art gallery. So from the perspective of getting people to spend some money with you, is your art gallery a physical location, or is your art gallery online? And I'm just going to assume that it is online. So getting people again to spend money with you, maybe it's an education piece on a specific type of art. It could be it depends on your client or your and then again, is if you have a physical location and the times are what they are, how do you get them to come into the physical location? But another thing that I think would be super value based, it goes back to what low cost offer can you get people to spend more money with you? But you might do something like Zoom backgrounds right now, leveraging your art. Zoom backgrounds are a big thing right now because so many people are consuming content. I'm sorry, not are consuming content, but are really focusing in on the communication side of things, business meetings, they're meeting up with family, they're meeting up with friends on Zoom. So that might give your art a touch point with a lot of people. People are like, well, where'd you get that? I love that backdrop. So, I mean, that's just something off the top of my head. There's lots of suggestions, lots of ways, but it goes back to what is your person? How are you going to move your person from your low cost thing to something that they're going to spend more money with you on? And that's the key to, I think, finding the perfect digital offer. All right. I want to, like I say, I'm just scrolling back through people's questions, making sure. Abigail, this is all about making money with your mini digital offer. A lot of people in the past have leveraged, and it's not that you can't still do this. A lot of people have leveraged, info products, or I'm going to be talking about info products, I think, on Thursday, because technically they're a digital product as well. But in this case, this is all about, what can you create that people will pay for? Ebooks, yes, Ronald, an ebook is a digital product for sure. Hannah, great question. She said, what if I don't have a website for people to download it from? You don't have to have a website for this. This is another great point. And I'm so glad you asked this question. You really only need a download link in order to deliver it. So you could upload your PDF to Amazon S3. That creates a link for you to be able to download the digital item that someone purchased. All right. Laura, I just wanted to say, hey, girl, I just noticed you put in a hashtag new since we haven't met. Just wanted to say, hey. All right. And so Shoshana says, what do you know about ClickBanks, ClickFunnels? Does this help promote our digital products? I'm personally a huge fan of ClickFunnels. We do put our sales funnels, we develop them usually inside of ClickFunnels. And so, yes, they do help you sell your products and your services, products and or services. One of the nice things about ClickFunnels is that it does give you the opportunity to build a true sales funnel, in the sense that, if you have something that's low cost, well, even free, you can have a capture point for free to paid and then upsell them and have your entire funnel built out inside of ClickFunnels. So what I mean by that is, and you've all gone through these. In fact, if you decide to purchase the PDF to Profit course, you'll see, and I'll just tell you, just so you guys understand how this works, you have an opportunity to purchase the course. There's a which is only $37, by the way. So if you go to Join PDF to Profit, you'll see that you can purchase the training. That's 7 days of live trainings inside of a Facebook group. And then there's what's called an offer bump. And that's a series of ebook templates that my team has pre-designed. So that's what's called an offer bump that increases the cart value, essentially. And then the very next page is an offer for a VIP experience, which is, direct access, brainstorming sessions and that kind of thing, and feedback, personal feedback for people who opt into the VIP option. So that's a full sales funnel, from this, three touch points for increasing your sales. But you don't necessarily have to do that. You can start out with one thing. You can start out with just your mini offer and sell that, and later come back and sell your, via email or some other mechanism to sell people other things. It's just the way, ClickFunnels allows you to set up a full funnel and offer people that go through the funnel at different points, depending on whether they say yes to one thing, they get offered something else. If they say yes to that, they get offered something else. Now, I'm not a big fan of offering people like 50 things. And that's an exaggeration, but I'm being facetious there. But you've probably bought things before where, you buy something and they're like, oh, and here's this. And you say, no, I don't want that. And then the next page, they're like, oh, well, if you don't really want it at that price, then here's a reduced price for that same thing. And, they keep offering more and more stuff to you. I'm not a big fan of that, but I am a big fan of a sales funnel. Hopefully that was a pretty detailed answer to that question. Sorry about that. All right. So, great question. Do I need to run Facebook ads to be able to sell more of my digital products? It is a way to sell more digital products, but it's not, you don't have to spend money on ads if you don't want to. It depends on if you want to perk along or you want to go fast. So, going fast, in my opinion, does require paid media of some sort, whether that's Facebook ads or whether it's Pinterest ads or, YouTube ads or Twitter ads, Google ads. I mean, anything like that. That's kind of a way to put some juice or added gas into selling more things. Otherwise, you can just perk along. Really, there's only two things you need to create sales online these days, and that's something people want, and you have to send traffic to the people who want it, meaning you have to put it in front of the people who want it. Now, if you have a community of people who want what you're creating, then you already have a traffic source. If you don't, then you have to consider spending some money. All right. All right. So hopefully that has answered the questions. I don't see any more offhand. Like I say, guys, if you're interested in figuring this out and you want to work hand in hand with me, my team, and other students, then check out kimgross.com/join PDF to profit. I would love to help you with this. I love, love, love this. This part of my business, really working with people to get a result. So if you're interested in a mini digital product, I'd love for you to come on board and let's see what we can create. All right. Well, guys, thank you for spending a little bit of time with me today. I know your time is valuable. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and God bless.